Good morning, students. I'm Vani Ravichandran. I'm sure you all must have completed exercise 6.1 from lines and angles. We will be starting the next unit, parallel lines, transversal and pairs of angles. I'm sure you all must be knowing what are parallel lines, right? Lines on a plane that never meet. They are always at equal distance. What is a transversal? These are the two parallel lines and a PQ is a transversal, a line which intersects two or more parallel lines at distinct points is called. Now, when the transversal meets two parallel lines, it forms four pairs of angles which you all can see. Now, this is the exterior part of the angles and this is the interior part. So 1, 2, 7, 8 are called exterior angles and 3, 4, 5, 6 are called interior angles. Let's understand what do we mean by corresponding angles. There are four pairs of corresponding angles. They are 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7 and 4, 8. Right? Next, alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. Alternate, the word. These two are alternate angles. These two are alternate angles. This is the interior part. So, 4 and 6 and 3 and 5 are alternate interior angles. Similarly, 1 and 7 and 2 and 8 are alternate exterior angles. Now, let's understand what do we mean by consecutive angles or co-interior angles or allied angles. All are the same. The angles on the same side of the transversal are co-interior angles and their sum is supplementary. So, this is the 3 and 6 angles lie on the same side of transversal. 4 and 5 also lie on the same side of transversal, right? So, angle 3 plus angle 6 is 180 degrees or angle 4 plus angle 5 is 180 degrees. So, sum of co-interior angles is supplementary. Now, we have understood all the different types of pairs of angles. Now, this is a summary of it. Suppose we have two lines which are not parallel to each other. Now, how can we prove that the lines are parallel? So, if a transversal intersects two lines such that if any one pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the lines will be parallel, or any one pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then also lines will be parallel, or any one pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal is supplementary, then also lines will be parallel, right? Under any one of these three conditions, if any two lines are given, then we can prove that the lines are parallel to each other. Let's start with exercise 6.1. First question. Students, go through the question. Draw the figure as I told you on the right margin of your journal. This is the figure given. This is angle 50 degrees. I have given this as angle 1. I have assumed this is angle 130 given. I assume this as angle 2. We have to find out x and y. And we have to show that the lines are parallel. As I told you in geometry, we have to write first what is given. Angle 1 is 150 and angle 2 is 150. You can give any name instead of angle 1 and angle 2. What are you supposed to show? That the lines are parallel. Now, this sum can be attempted in more than one number of ways. It can be attempted in 2 or 3 ways also. I am showing you one of the methods. Angle 1 plus x is 180 degree. What is it? A linear pair. Angle 1 is 50 degree given. So you can find out angle x. 180 minus 50, 130 degree. Now, what are angle x and y? Alternate interior angles. If x is equal to y, if x is 130, then y also will be 130. Right? Since x and y, the values are same, 130 degree. Since alternate interior angles are equal, hence lines are parallel. Understood? Hence proved. Co-interior angle property. These two are co-interior angles, right? 110 plus B will be supplementary. In the same way, 130 and A will be supplementary. This is what I'll be using. See, as I showed you, what do you mean by co-interior angles? Angles on the same side of transversal QR. You know that this is 110. You can find out angle B. 70 degrees. In the same way, angle A plus angle SRY is 180 degree. Same concept. What is the transversal here? SR. Find out angle A. Now, we have to find out the middle angle, isn't it? QRS. So, we can apply the straight angle property or the linear pair. The sum of all the 3 angles is 180 degrees. You know 2 angles. You know QRX and you also know SRY. Put the values and you will get angle QRS as 60 degrees. Understood? Now we are doing the last sum of exercise 6.2. Here, draw the figure as I told you. There are 2 mirrors, PQ and RS. PQ and RS are placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at point B and the reflected ray moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror RS at point C and reflects back along the path CD. You have to prove AB is equal to CD. Write what is given. Mirrors PQ and RS, they are parallel as given. What is the incident ray? AB is the incident ray and CD is the reflected ray. What are you supposed to prove? AB is parallel to CD. Here we have to do a construction to prove this. We will draw normals from point B and C. What are normals? In physics, I'm sure you must be knowing, they form 90 degree with the. As we know from physics, incident ray is equal to reflected ray. So AB is the incident ray. For the mirror PQ, BC becomes the reflected ray. In the same way, for mirror RS, BC is the incident ray and CD is the reflected ray. So, we know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 or angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Put this as equation 1. Now, if you see that angle 2 and angle 3, these both are alternate angles. Why? Because the normals what we have drawn, they are parallel to each other and BC is the transversal. So these two are alternate interior angles. Now from equations 1 and 2, wherever 2 is there, I have replaced with 1. So here angle 1 becomes equal to angle 3. In the same way, since 3 is equal to 4, so here in place of 3 I replaced with 4. So angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Hence from equations 3 and 4, angle 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 3 is equal to 4. All the angles become equal to each other. You add equations 3 and 4. So angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. What is angle 1 plus angle 2? The angle ABC. And what is angle 3 plus angle 4? Angle BCD. What are they? These are the alternate interior angles and are equal. Hence, the lines become parallel to each other. Right? Hence proved.